hello. I'm so excited to be here and be part of LiveCon 2019. I am Lori Apgar from Lori Apgar Creates, and I'm the leading authority in helping crafty business owners stand out in a sea of crafters and get their work seen. And I do that in a couple of different ways. And I started growing my own audience on Facebook Live using or creating demos live. And in the beginning, before I knew what BeLive even was, I was jimmy rigging it, and I was, trying to show my project and my face at the same time. My audience did not like it when they didn't see my face because they didn't feel as connected to me. And I've grown quite a solid following just because I created this environment, this community. So what I figured out was not working was scooching away from the camera, aiming it down, and putting everything on this box here, literally a wine box, just so the project and my face could be seen. Enter BeLive, and my whole world changed because now I can create a split screen by using my phone and a holder for my phone so that I can show people what I'm working on the same time that I am working on it. They can see my face and my hands. I'm not sure how to share my screen this way. I'm wondering, here we go. I'm going to show you a picture of what my audience sees when I'm doing a craft demo. Just a second here. So you can see here that they can see me, even though it's not always me looking right into the camera, and then they can see what it is I'm working on. Right here, I'm doing a heat press demo, and it's very difficult to have that heat press in the camera without using BeLive. I'm realizing that you're not seeing what I'm seeing, so let's just go back here. How do I get rid of that? Okay, this doesn't happen when I'm live on my own page. Hold on. Okay, and I'm not sure how to get rid of that other screen. Oh, here we go, right down here. Okay, so we just learn as we go, and that's exactly what I did with BeLive. It's all been a great big experiment, but because I have built the community, they stay with me when little mishaps happen, because you know what, they do. But also, I am a crafty business coach, and there are times that I need to show some information on my screen inside a membership group, and BeLive is really the best way to do that. I can create slides, I can show them on my screen exactly what I'm talking about, and it really brings them in, it brings my students in and gives them everything they need right at their screen. Things that I couldn't do before I knew about BeLive. So I have been, like I said, a lifelong crafter, a lifelong instructor, and one of my membership groups is teaching people how to use a software program for a cutter machine that allows them to make crafts. And I can teach that in person, but my whole audience is not local to me. So being able to use with BeLive, that is amazing. They can see every step. We record the videos. I leave them in the group. They can come back at any time. And it's really been a godsend, because so many people for so long have asked me to help them with this particular software program. And it's really difficult to do that unless you can actually see it happening as you are making changes on the screen. So other things that I love being able to interview other people on my page. I found that doing collaborations with other crafty entrepreneurs has been very beneficial to both of us, as well as other business buddies that I have that are in different industries but are similar. So I'm able to bring people into my audience and share my audience with them. And I'm also able to reciprocate that and go into their audience and build my audience that way. We all know that audience builders, that is the thing to do on Facebook. And it can be really difficult with the algorithms, as we've heard about earlier today. I have grown my audience mainly through going live on my page 2 to 3 times a week consistently. That's not counting all the times I'm in my groups. And I have a regular Monday show where I talk about things that are not directly craft related, but more entrepreneurial things like mindset and what's tripping you up right now, how to have a fabulous craft show. And I was finding it difficult. I wanted to share that message, but during a craft show demo or a craft demo, it's not the time to talk about that. They're focusing on what color paint I'm using, where did I get the supplies, how can I make what you're making. So that's why I started a Monday show. I've been doing it for over a year now, 11 a.m. on Monday, 11:30. I call it Monday Midday. And it's about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, sometimes less. And I have been able to get a lot of the same people there into that time slot. And my other time slot that I do my demos is typically in the evening when I have the most eyeballs on my page. And but having that consistent time on Mondays has been very helpful because people know I'm going live at that time on this page right here. My craft demos, I'm a busy mom. I'm a baseball mom. I've got a lot going on, and I cannot always do a specific night every week. So I give my schedule for the week out during that live video on Mondays, and that is super helpful. I also remind people on my page. And yeah, my whole online presence shifted once I started using BeLive. I've been a BeLive user for just under 2 years, and I've been live for about 2 years on my page. And we're all trying to be seen out there. And if you have ways to enhance your videos, to bring people on with you, to show more than just your face, then I think this is an amazing option. And like I said, in the beginning, I was just experimenting when I started going live, and I found my sweet spot was about 8 p.m. doing a craft demo. But all I had was my computer or my phone, a table, and a desire to craft. And so I had to figure out a way to get everything to work. And everything that I've done has been an experiment, because your audience will tell you what they want and what they need if you are open to that. And when I wasn't showing my face, I had people asking me, hey, where'd you go? I can't see you. Or if they come on after the broadcast had started, they did not know what was going on, or if it was even me. So this was a great solution to the problem. And I'm sorry you couldn't see my photo. Half the screen is my face, and the other half is pointed down to where my hands are and whatever it is I'm working on. So they can see exactly what brand of paint I'm using, my paint brushes, if I'm using my heat press, they can actually watch me press it. They can see the materials. They can see how I prep the materials. And that is so helpful. You feel like you're right in the room. So that to me has been a game changer. So I know a lot of people use BeLive more for the business end, but you can use it in so many different ways. And when I do classes, I create slides, and I am able to, much easier than I did earlier, I'm easier to navigate that around from my own computer. And it really helps people see what you're saying in print. It really drives that point home a little bit. Sometimes you can share photos, you can share different examples of things that are relatable to the topic. And it really helps, like I said, drive that point home a little bit better. So I have some notes here. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything that I wanted to share with you. I always have notes when I go live. So, okay. Basically, I just wanted to share with you, growing your audience is building a community actually is really important. We all can get people to like our page, but that doesn't mean they're an engaged audience. So some of the things that I do while I'm live to get some more engagement is I always ask for the replay. I know that was mentioned earlier. I always say, and you have to be careful with the words that you use. So you have to be creative, which is not a problem when you're a crafty brain. And so there's always that opportunity for the replay viewers. I get more viewers on the replay, especially my craft demos. And I always go back and comment, thanking them for joining me asking them questions, trying to get more conversation going. While I'm live, if I'm painting something, I sometimes will ask, hey, what do you think we should put on here, blue or red? And get the input from my audience, and that creates more engagement and more connectedness as well. And there's other things that you can do that you can't do without BeLive. You can put a question crawling across the screen, and they can answer that in your comments. You can direct them to wherever you want them to go next, whether it's a website or an Etsy shop or an opt-in. So you can use the technology that's inside BeLive to get more engagement in your videos and beyond your videos. And like I said, I have really grown my audience. I have a very good group of loyal people that are on almost all of my videos. Life happens sometimes. They don't make every single one, and they feel bad when they miss. And that is magical, because I see some other people just struggling to get started, and I'm grateful that I'm over that hump and I have the tools that I need in order to really succeed online as a crafter. There's so many different venues, there's so many different things out there, and you need to find a way to stand out and a way to draw people in. And I also, through storytelling and sharing, that really gets, once you get people to your platform, then you want to share a little bit of what you do, who you are, what your story is. Why did you start this particular business? Why do you love this particular business? And you can really connect with people on a deeper level, and that gets them more connected. I just said that, that's redundant. It gets them to come back for more. So I found you can do so much with BeLive. It has really changed how I did live video. And the first time I ever tried BeLive, for those of you out there that don't have it yet and are going to get it soon because it's amazing, is I had a closed group and I invited a friend in and we practiced in there and we worked out all the kinks. And it was very beneficial. There's a tiny learning curve, but you know what? If I can figure out BeLive, anybody can. It's very flawless to me.